Hi, good morning. You are watching Diksha Medical Ramana channel. Type Diksha Medical Ramana in YouTube search bar. Subscribe my channel and click bell icon for new updates. Hi, hello, good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce myself to you. I am Ramana. You are watching Diksha Medical channel. Today we are going to talk about the chromoprotein which is in the RBC is called hemoglobin. Basically, hemoglobin is present in the RBC. RBC is a part of formed elements. Formed elements and plasma togetherly form the blood. So blood and lymph togetherly form the connective tissue, that is a fluid connective tissue. So today we are going to talk about the second part of RBC, that is hemoglobin. In the last previous lecture we have completed about the general structure of RBC, that is a plasma membrane, Donans membrane, and the shape of the cell and size of the cell and cell organelles and nucleus, why it is absent. This all we have completed about in the last previous lecture. Today we are going to talk about the hemoglobin. What is the structure of the hemoglobin and their function? Generally, hemoglobin play a very important role in respiration, which helps to transport the gases from the place to place, that is from the lungs to body parts, and which carries the carbon dioxide from the body parts to lungs. That's why it is act as a respiratory pigment. Now if you take what is the molecules of hemoglobin present in our each cell of RBC, then what is the weight of the each hemoglobin molecule and what is the components are present in the hemoglobin. Let me explain. In each RBC contain 26.5 crores of molecules of hemoglobin is present. The molecular weight of each hemoglobin is 67,200 Daltons, right? In the one cell of RBC contain 26.5 crores of molecules of hemoglobin is present. Next, the molecular weight of hemoglobin is 67,200 Daltons. Now, what is the internal structure of the hemoglobin? Hemoglobin basically composed of two components. One is a non-protein part, second one is a protein part. Non-protein part of hemoglobin is called heme. Protein part of hemoglobin is called globin. The non-protein part of hemoglobin occupies 5%. Protein part occupies 95%. In our body, the hemoglobin should be present in the form of a compound. That is nothing but a hemoglobin form. It should not be divided. That means globin is a toxic to the cell. The free form of globin is the toxic to the cell, because whenever the plasmodium parasites enter in our body, it act on the RBC. In the RBC, it destroy the hemoglobin. It converted into free globin that we can call as a hemojoin. Hemojoin is a toxic to the cell. That's why hemojoin we can call as a Malarian hemoglobin. We have to talk about the heme part first of all, later we go for the globin. Generally, heme is made up of iron and porphyrin. Iron, we know it is absorbed in the stomach. At the same time, porphyrin, it is a group of heterocyclic and macrocycle organic compound which is composed of 4 modified ferrol subunits. It is a chemical component. These two combined form the heme. In our body, this iron is present in the form of a ferrous, Fe2+, and each molecule of hemoglobin carries 4 oxygen molecules. Generally, when we are in a normal condition, each hemoglobin molecule carries 4 oxygen molecules. So 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry 1.34 ml of oxygen, right? So 100 ml of blood contain 15 grams of hemoglobin. So now if you calculate 100 ml of blood transport 20 ml of oxygen, that means the 15 is multiplied by 1.34, then we'll get the approximately 20 ml of oxygen can be transported by 100 ml of. Let's go for the globin part. Globin is a protein part which is a major part in the hemoglobin. This globin should not be present in the free form. It is a toxic to the cell. So it should be always combined with the heme and to form the hemoglobin. So it occupies 95%. Each molecule of hemoglobin made up of 4 polypeptide chains. Polypeptides are nothing but it's related to proteins or amino acids. So a group of amino acids combined from the polypeptides polypeptides all together form the proteins. So it is a protein part. If you take, there are 4 types of polypeptide chains in our body. One is alpha, second one is beta, third one is gamma, fourth one is delta. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So alpha polypeptide chain made up of 141 amino acids. Beta polypeptide chain made up of 146 amino acids. And gamma and delta also have same type of amino acids, right? 146. So on the basis of polypeptide chains, there are 3 types of hemoglobins are present in our body. One is HbA, second one is HbA2, third one is HbF. HbA represent adult human being. That is nothing but when we are in the adult age, our RBC contain HbA type of hemoglobin. It is a maximum hemoglobin in the RBC, that is about 95% to 98%. And second type of hemoglobin is HbA2 type. It is also present in the adult human beings, but it's a second type of hemoglobin. It is about 2 to 3% only. And when we are in embryonic stage, there is a special type of hemoglobin is present, that is called hemoglobin fetus. That is a fetal hemoglobin. Compare with these two, HbA and HbA2, fetal hemoglobin has more combining capacity or binding capacity with the oxygen, because this fetal hemoglobin can bind the oxygen from the mother's blood. So it should have the more capacity than the adult hemoglobin, right? So now what are the type of polypeptide chains are present in the HbA? HbA is nothing but adult hemoglobin. This is the first type of hemoglobin. There are 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. The total number of amino acids are 474. And the second type of adult hemoglobin is made up of 2 alpha and 2 delta chains or delta polypeptide chains. And the third type of hemoglobin is hemoglobin fetal or fetal hemoglobin. It is made up of 2 alpha, 2 gamma chains. That means totally it is made up of 4 polypeptide chains, that is adult hemoglobin 2 and fetal hemoglobin. But here important is the common polypeptide chains are alpha, but the difference is beta, delta and gamma. Among this we can conclude about the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin play a very important role in transportation of gases. This hemoglobin is present in the 3 forms. One is HbA, HbA2 and third one is a fetal hemoglobin. This fetal hemoglobin should have the more capacity to bind the oxygen compared with the adult hemoglobin, right? So in the next lecture we are going to talk about what are the uses of RBC and shape of the RBC and function of the RBC and how RBC is produced. Thank you.